Well, this message is for Chuck, first of all, and Kelly and Kimberleigh, and for the entire family. First, I want to tell you how sorry that I am that my schedule did not allow me to make it to Frida's memorial on Sunday. It was a place that I really, really wanted to be, but it just wasn't going to work. And so I hope you'll accept this message as kind of a personal greeting from me. As soon as Elizabeth told me on Friday, I had just gotten off of the Missouri River. We had a big day fishing. Everything was so wonderful, and then the gravity of life smacked me right between the eyes. And my mind went back to Bob Allen's house. Next door there, the old two-story house. I remember Frida applied antibiotic ointment to my skull when I climbed underneath the fence camping out with Scotty and Todd. I was reminded of a motorcycle crash that I had on Buck Seaford Road where I slid down the road with a big belt buckle and a helmet, thank God, that I had received for Christmas one year, and she was there to console me. I thought about sopapillas. This North Carolina boy had never heard of sopapillas until Frida came to town. She was an inspiration at church. She was a visionary. She did not like boundaries, which I think she and I were kindred spirits when it comes to that. I know that now that things are slowing down, it's time for reflection and times for realizing that today is a new day and it's a day without Frida. And I know how hard that is. I just want you to know that she was more than a friend. She was somebody that I looked at as a second mother. I know you heard that from multiple people, but it was just one of her qualities, one of her attributes. I wrote there in the post about how at Jericho I would lead singing, and I would be trying to lead properly, and I'd look down at Frida with a smile, and it was a smile with gravitas, and then she would say, "I love you so much," and it always melted my heart. Lee Rollins and I have talked about that even before this, about how Frida was always the most encouraging person in the world. The other thing I thought about is this is a sad time, but it's also a wonderful time because Frida left this earth, and there's nothing I can think of but positive about Frida. There's nothing that I can think negative about her. In fact, all I can think about is she took her talents that she had and she gave them to the Lord. I know she did that in Arkansas, and that's really a great thing to be able to leave this earth in such a positive way. And Kelly and Kimberleigh, that is something that you'll be able to hold close to your heart the rest of your life. Your mom was such a role model, and I know that she, as well as Chuck, have molded the two of you into the wonderful, God-fearing people, wives, friends that you are. So I hope you'll take this message as a substitute for my inability to show up. And just know that Frida will be a big chapter in my book of life because she had a tremendous influence on me. So I love you guys, and be strong, and I'll talk to you soon. See ya.